Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Hyundai of Quakertown, here in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, to check out this brand new 2024 Hyundai Tucson Limited with all-wheel drive in one of my favorite Hyundai colors. This is intense blue metallic with a light gray interior, so it's a pretty sharp color combo. We're going to check this out, see what it's bringing to the market in this compact two-row SUV segment for the 2024 model year. So let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Tucson Limited for 24. Love the front end of the Tucson. I love the darker smoked chrome grille with the Hyundai badge in the middle. Love the waterfall daytime running lamps as well. We got LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, functionality in the grille top and bottom, functional side air curtains on either side. Looks really good in this intense blue with that smoked or dark chrome. Looks awesome. The wheel and tire setup on this 24 Tucson Limited, we have a 19-inch aluminum alloy wheel, gunmetal gray with silver accents, standard brake and rotor package. These 19-inch wheels are wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. The full side profile on this intense blue 24 Limited, looking good. Love the rake back to front. Very aggressive design with the body lines up on the front fender, flaring it out on the rear quarter panel, flaring it out. The hard body line going up just above the door handles into the taillight to give it that sense of motion. I really like the way they've redone these Tucsons. When I first saw the redesign, I was like, ugh. That might be a little bit too aggressive, but now a couple years into it, and the more I see them, the more I really think it's pretty darn cool. Let me know what you guys think. Moving in closer, we do have the flat black plastic around the wheel wells and along the bottoms of the door sills and up into the rear wheel well. Let me know on a limited trim if you'd like to see it this way or if you would like to see it painted. Side view mirrors, color matched with LED turn signals and 360-degree view cameras. We are color matched on the front and rear door handle. Left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we have a color matched roof spoiler coming off the back. We are gloss black on the roof rails and shark fin antenna. And then we have a beautiful panoramic roof. Rear end of a Tucson. What I like here is that the rear wiper is tucked up underneath that roof spoiler, swoops down to clear the window, protects it from the elements and for car washes, and in place down here they have the Hyundai badge, so I like how they work that in. Intense blue all the way down. I love the shark's teeth tail lights, LED tail lights, standard bulbs for turn signals, but what I don't like are the turn signals down here in the bumper. These are too low. If somebody's parked behind me with a stoplight, they may not see these. I would have loved to see Hyundai put them up here, but remember, you can't have your turn signals on the back of the vehicle on a movable part of the car. So if Hyundai were to do it, only the outside would be able to blink, or if they had the whole thing blinking, once you open the tailgate, it would need to move down here because that's DOT regs, but not a big fan of it on the bottom of the bumper. Tucson on the left, H-Track or all-wheel drive on the right. Down below, we do have some fake venting right here. I'd like you to see that smoothed out, but we do have a nice brushed aluminum, maybe a little bit darker than that, slate gray down by the rear diffuser, and then we have our exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. We are under the hood of this 24 Tucson Limited, and what are we looking at for a power plant? We have Hyundai's 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. The Tucson can tow up to 2,000 pounds. MPGs 23 in the city, 29 on the highway, 25 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this Tucson for 24, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this cost? Well, what I'm going to tell you here is this is the top trim on the Tucson for the 24 model year. So it's going to have a top trim price. Base price before options from the factory, $38,010. This vehicle has a few options. We add in $210 for the carpeted floor mats, an extra $55 for the cargo net, an extra $120 for the reversible cargo tray, an extra $30 for the first aid kit, an extra $120 for the mud guards, an extra $75 for the rear bumper application, an extra $70 for the wheel locks. We add in destination and delivery of $1,335 from Hyundai's Montgomery, Alabama assembly plant, and you have a total MSRP from the factory for this vehicle, $40,025. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The floor mats are in the cargo area at this time. We do have a flat back plastic door sill plate that says Tucson to welcome you to the vehicle. Seats, we have power seats for the driver and power seats for the front passenger. The difference is the driver has power lumbar. Now, we have light gray seating, which looks really, really nice with the stitching. Feels good. Nice headrests. Feels good. And a nice two-tone look in this limited Tucson. One other thing with the seats I do like is this brushed aluminum trim ring really lifts up the seat a little bit, I think. And these are light gray leather seats. Door panel, soft touch up top. We have that gloss black trim that goes around the top of the door and right into the dash. I love how Hyundai does that. Then we have the light gray insert with the brushed aluminum door handle looking good. We do have some gloss black around the switchgear, but a nice soft armrest, a decent sized door pocket, and the upgraded Bose sound system with the blacked out Bose badge. Then we come up to the dash, soft touch. There's our heat and air vent design, which I like. Then we have some cloth in here to break things up. More of this light gray, that's in plastic, and a nice large glove box. All right, on the center stack, we have our four-way hazards, 2 heat and air vents, which is nice. It's going to give yourself some air. It's getting hot out. We have Hyundai's 10.25-inch infotainment screen, touch screen with very responsive pinch to zoom, dual panel action, which I like, looking good. Wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, and I'm going to say this in every review until they do it. Hyundai needs to get wireless CarPlay Android Auto with the larger screens that have the nav, not just the 8-inch base system without the nav. Please work on that. It's now 2024. Down below here, we have dual climate, and we have our hard controls for the screen if you don't want to use the touch screen. So we can go to setup, and now we can go to our general settings. We can get the info, date and time, language, all that good stuff. We can go to our vehicle settings. And now we can go to our climate. We can go to our seat. We can adjust that. We can sync our seat warmer or ventilation to our climate system. So depending on what the weather is out, if you get in, it's hot out, the air conditioning comes on, your ventilated seat will automatically come on and vice versa. So that's nice. And then we can set up our easy access seating as well. So we can get that going and we can have it normal or we can do it extended. I'm going to go extended. So that means when you turn the car off, this driver's seat is going to move way back to allow you to get out of the car easier. So a lot of nice little deals on this Tucson Limited. And we also have the ambient lighting. And we can go into that. There we go. And we can go with different themes, polar white, moon white, ice blue, ocean blue. You can go that way. So it's really nice. Or you can set a custom color and just spin around the wheel, wherever you would like it. And then when you're done, you can set the custom color. So I think that's really, really nice how they do that. And we're going to go with ocean blue here. And we go back this way. So it's a really nice, easy system to use. They got some nice extra features in here as well. And it's good. We can Bluetooth our phone. You got your Wi-Fi hotspot. You got the Hyundai Blue Link to connect the car with your phone as well. So it's a nice setup. Now if we go to reverse, look at that. Nice and clear. Backup camera with trajectory, 360 with the trajectory as well. You can set the different camera angles over here on the left. So they really got you covered here on this Tucson as far as this infotainment screen. I just wish they had the CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. As I mentioned earlier, we have our dual climate. Down below, we have a 12 volt and 2 USB A's and a wireless charging pad, but I would like to see 1C up here. Give me 1C, 1A, and I'll be happy. Down here, 3-stage ventilated seats, 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, heated steering wheel, hill descent control, parking sensors on off, parking cameras, drive modes, center diff lock, engine auto stop start. We're rocking with that off. I can't stand that feature. Here's our push button to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission. 2 cup holders. We got some gloss black around here, so be careful when you're messing around. You don't scratch it. And then here's our Hyundai key fob, which looks really nice. Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button. These 2 buttons are to move your Tucson in and out of a tight spot while you're outside the vehicle, so you don't have to squeeze into the car and risk hitting your door on the other guy's car. So I really like that, and that's to get out of the spot. That's to put it in the spot if you don't want to try to back it in. And we have our remote start. Nice weight Hyundai badge on the back. I like those features so far. Electronic emergency brake, auto vehicle hold on off, center armrest, light gray, pretty firm though. Open it up, and we do have a nice area for storage. Hyundai steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel with the stitching, with the Hyundai badge and the brushed aluminum trim around it to lift it up. Round bottom wheel, but not to worry, with the easy access of the seat moving back when you turn the car off, you won't have to worry about hitting your knee, and you don't need a flat bottom wheel for that, so that's a good thing. Now on the switchgear, we have our telephone voice commands on the left, modes for your infotainment system and your favorites button, and then on the right, you have your adaptive cruise control, safety suite controls, and controls for your digital dash. Paddles, they go up and down. This 8-speed. Here's your headlight controls on the left, front and rear wiper on the right. Down below here, we have our bright and dim the dash, pop the tailgate, traction control off. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, I think. There we go. A little stiff since the car's so new, but they got you covered there. And then, as we move in closer, we have our 10.25-inch digital dash. We'll hit our drive modes. We have snow, smart, sport, and everything goes red and normal. So they got you covered for all of these, and we're going to rock in sport today. See what this little baby can do. But it's nice. And then you can have extra information on your center screen if you'd like, and there's sub-menus for each one of these as well. So it's really, really easy to use, and really a lot of information. I like it. Overhead console, we have LED lighting, and we do have some gloss black, so be careful you don't bash that with your fingernails and scratch it. If you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button is pushed in and remains that way. You open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting goes off. Here's your blue link for your phone and your car. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. And then we have our panoramic roof. One little touch, and look how fast that shade goes back. And then boom, opens up and then your wind buffeter. You close the glass, one touch back, no problem. And then here comes your shade. Now you can just open the shade by just tapping it. And now the shade will open, and then you can stop it and close it. Sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does, to block out the side sun. Driver's door panel. We do have 2 memory seat settings up here for the driver, but we do not have power fold mirrors. I would like to see the power fold mirrors here on the top trim. Getting in the back row of the Tucson, I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll jump on in. Nice and easy to get in. Flat roof helps. Plenty of room for my head, for my knees, for my shoulders at 5'11". We do have the leather, but then we go plastic with a cargo net. Would like to see something a little snazzier considering we're in the limited trim. Same setup on the back of the front passenger seat. In the back, 2 heat and air vents, 2 USB-As. Again, I'd like to see 1A and 1C. Back here on the rear door panel, nicely done. Same vibe, same materials. There's your front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking the same. So I like the fact that Hyundai kept the vibe the same. Rear seats, nice light gray leather with the headrest, with the design. Nice and simple, nice and clean and comfortable. Center armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders. But they got you covered here in the back of this Tucson. And there's one little surprise back here that's on the door panel. Right over here, we got 2-stage heated seats for both rear seat passengers. So that's another nice touch here in this limited trim. Then in the rear cargo area, you can pop the tailgate from the key fob or from the dash, or you come to the back and right down here, there's a button. Just hit that. Beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And look at all this room with the back seats up. 38.7 cubic feet of space in the back of this Tucson. Great number. Carpeted floor mats right here. All black. Would have been nice to have Tucson on them or something like that. And we have our all-weather cargo mat. Underneath here, spare tire and wheel locks. Subwoofer for the Bose system. On the left here, lighting and a 12 volt. And now we can take the rear seats down from the tailgate area. Boom. And then on this side, boom. And now with the seats down, and they will go flat, you can lock them down. We're looking at 80.3 cubic feet of space in the back of this Tucson. Big cargo numbers. Great job, Hyundai. All right, here's our window sticker. Sorry for the glare, but it's one of those weird, cloudy, hazy days. We'll zoom on in. Here we go. 24 Tucson Limited all-wheel drive. Crash ratings. Fuel economies. Built in the US of A. And now standard equipment right here on the left. Now options. Full MSRP. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 2024 Tucson Limited all-wheel drive top trim action here in the Tucson for 24. Great visibility out the windshield, side glass, rear view mirror, rear glass, no problem. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz in this Tucson. Right now we're riding it in sport. Feels nice and firm, feels nice and planted to the road. The handling is tightened up a bit, feels pretty good, very responsive. Down the road we go. This naturally aspirated inline 4 with the 8-speed, doing a good job. Not overly fast, but not slow either. If people are looking at this car thinking it's going to set fires going down the road, no. Could it use a turbo? It would be nice to see a Tucson Sport trim with a turbocharged engine to give it some more juice. That would be very, very cool. Let's get going down this road. We'll do an emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. Nice and linear, perfect. And now take off sport mode action. Got to feather it in because we got a new engine, so we can't be too careful. Coming into our first turn. Stays planted to the road very, very well. Rolls a bit, but this isn't designed to be a sports car. And then down the road we go. Would love to see the Tucson X-Line get a turbo engine. And then I think you'd have a proper sport Tucson. But in this vehicle, this engine works. Because we're in the luxury trim. We're in the limited trim. We got the creature comforts. We got the leather. We got the screens. We got the connectivity. We got wireless charging. We got heated and ventilated seats up front. Heated seats in the back row. So we got the luxed up treatment here in the Tucson. Looking like a big dog going down the road in this intense blue. Love the intense blue with the light gray. Let me know what you guys think. Intense blue, not an easy color to find on a Tucson. So I definitely wanted to come out here this morning and get this one on film. Because I don't know, frankly, if I'm going to see another one coming in for dealer stock or not. But it's a great color here on this Tucson. We're going to come down the road here. See how she does. Nice turn in. Look at that. Down the hill. Nice turn in again. Really well done. Now we're going to whip around. 19.3 turning radius and feet. See how it does. And it is all of the 19.3. And then down the road we go again. This time we'll go back up the hill. But it just drives really well, really nicely, holds the lines nice. Just, it's a really easy vehicle to drive. Now we'll get this thing back into normal, let everything settle down. There we go. Now we get a more comfy ride, but it's still pretty firm. The seats, I like them, but they're a little on the firm side to feel a little bit like a European feel seat in this Tucson. So, just so you know, not really cushy, but it's still nice and comfortable, and I like them. But now we go back down the road, and it is just a piece of cake to drive. So how are we doing manual? We'll feather this in. 3, 2, 1. Keep shifting right around 4,200 RPM. You don't want to go over 4,500 RPM on a Hyundai engine for the first 600 miles, just so you know. Coming down on the brake, turn in, very well done. Coming back around again, back to the left, very well done. And then off we go. Feels good. Feels really good. So I hope that's a good overview for you of this Tucson Limited for 24. Let me know what you think about this overview on this vehicle. Is this something you would roll in? Is this the kind of vibe you want to be in going down the road? Or are you looking at another Tucson trim? Or are you going to go somewhere else with your hard-earned money? Let me know in the comments. But I want to thank Ciocca Hyundai here in Quakertown, Pennsylvania for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Hyundai Tucson Limited with all-wheel drive in intense blue metallic for review today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.